the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the LSU Tigers and the Auburn Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So LSU's offense will take the field first. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights in setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came in, were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out, Dave.
And I promise you they've heard about it a lot, right?
Going for a big play right off the bat. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to Caden Durham. Down he goes.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. The Tigers' offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Byron Brown. They were all over him for the entire game last time out. 3 sacks and a couple of picks. Sends it back in motion. Brown will throw it. On the run, fires downfield. Got a man in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Second down, gonna throw it. Out wide left, it's Johnson. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. On play action. Gonna try to get it himself. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They'll start on the ground with Durham. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains. First and 10 from their own 17. Fresh center downs going to the air. Looking left. That pass is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
It's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Shoots it to the left. Complete on the comeback. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in, it's Green. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Long way to go on second down. Scanning the field, it's Levin. Rush is on. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Snapped it in the shotgun. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Keeps it, looking for the edge.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He's stopped. And the Tigers in the hurry-up. On third down, here's Washington. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Brown wants to pass.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Finds his target. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. On the move, it's Cobb. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Second down, gonna throw it. Got his man on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
In traffic, it's Singleton. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it, keeping his eyes downfield. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. From the gun, it's Cobb. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Right back to it. Uh-oh, look out. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. He's got it inside the 30. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Here's Durham. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They'll try to run with Durham. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. They're going to pass on the field goal. They're still looking for 6 in this situation. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it, and I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They go 83 yards on the drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Quarterback keeper. He's there to make the stop. Auburn lines up quickly. Brown will throw it. Rush right in his face. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
They put the brakes on him.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He's changing the play. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. He's past the sticks. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. On first down, it's Durham again. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's a give to Durham. Shakes off the defender. Hit and dropped in his tracks. It'll be a loss of 6. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Offense gets set for second down. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Gets rid of it. Another incompletion on third down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Now from the 40, it's first and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Brown wants to pass. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Turning it on! They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. Now the Tigers will use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll go to the counter. At midfield, he's got room. There's a crease. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. Let's begin with the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the number 15 team, the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's West Virginia looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. And now to your game at Jordan-Hare Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
LSU's head coach told me at the half, their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Brown will throw it. Left side is Johnson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not a lot of room to field this one. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Durham. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. 2nd and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right side, it's Durham.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
He's going to fire to the left. Grabs it inside the 15. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Durham. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Throwing right. Makes a connection. Runs through a man. He might have some space. The 20. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Auburn! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. That kind of... will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, down here on the LSU sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking downfield, it's Levin. Fires left. Wilson's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
Out wide right, it's Harris. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Changing the routes with his receivers. The give to Caden Durham. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Burrowing for yardage. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On 1st down, it's Durham again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Follows his blocks. It's Berry. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Under pressure, trying to make something happen. And they're able to keep him from scoring as he's guided out of bounds at the 5.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over him.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The give on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got an open man. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Here's Durham one more time. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. 3rd down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Right at the line. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. 1st down, he'll keep it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Off the boot, looking for his man. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Right side, it's Johnson. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Grab behind the line. It's Cobb. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Brown wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Cobb. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller, certainly through the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The run inside. It's Hall. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Chase to the right. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes down the right side. He's at the 10. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. A huge opportunity, guys, for this offense to take over after the fumble recovery and start 1st and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Straight ahead, it's Hall. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said,
It's a fumble on the play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Hits inside, it's Cobb. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Fires on the move. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Tight end now in motion. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You actually probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well,